Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Chaos-Reighn here. Today I am wrapping up my three-part series. I initially said it would be 3 or 4, and I had decided on 3 parts. And first, a couple disclaimers. One, I did say I'm not going to make a tab and kind of show results, but after seeing the last 2 videos were 15 minutes long each, and it was a kind of subpar, or not too exciting, just me showing you how I'm doing the farming. I decided just to do the farming off the recording and show you the results and make my own, make a little tab. So first and foremost, I'm going to go over what we did once more. So we decided to farm ritual and guarantee ritual on our maps, and the way we did that was these here, the ritual vessels. Now, if you didn't know, if you put a ritual vessel in your map device, you guarantee yourself rituals on the map. It is 3 to 4 rituals. It isn't guaranteed 4, but from my experience, at least 4 out of the 5 times I did it, I got 4 rituals in my map. So, second thing is, we are running 4 of these watchstones for less tribute. Now, re-rolling specifically costs less tribute, and we're doing this mainly because we want to see as many re-rolls as possible in the Hayward Hamlet area. And since we can re-roll a total of 3 times, meaning we have 4 total screens we can pick from, we want to make that cost as little as possible. Instead of 2,000, it only costs us 1,260. Now, obviously, we can get this even lower if we have 4 tier 1 rolls. And I only have 1 tier 1, 2 tier 2s, and a tier 3. I just kind of stuck with what I can get. And on top of it, you do get a better results in your windows via this notable as well. And then, of course, there's the increased favor increased tribute that they give you. Now, so what I did in these last 3 maps is I did atolls, which were juiced to 20% each. I chose specifically Whispering Delirium Orbs for the essences. I'll go over why in a second. I did 1 vessel, and I did 1 rested, 1 harbinger, 1 breach each, and I did a total of 3 maps. Now, in my personal opinion, I don't really see the scarabs doing a whole lot for the ritual. You do get a lot of decent stuff and a couple fragments, a couple shards. I got a decent amount of breach splinters in my map. It wasn't a humongous amount, but it wasn't enough to make it like this is the method to do it. So what I would kind of recommend is experimenting for yourself, seeing what you like. Maybe even doing like reliquary scarabs, get some more unique, something like that, because you will be getting a lot of monsters, especially in your rituals, and your rituals are juiced up pretty much. So you're gonna get a decent amount of stuff regardless. So that's why I have the fragments here to kind of show you. And I did chisel and alch my maps. I did not val them, and I settled for 80 plus quantity, mainly because I wanted to make it as budgeted as possible, so you didn't have to sit there and scour alch your maps over and over and train for 100 quantity. So this is the results. We have a lot of essences. So every single one of these essences are screaming. So all in all, I think I did pretty good, because 1 deafening essence pretty much, I believe. For certain ones, obviously. I'm just pulling them out so you can kind of see. 1 deafening essence will pretty much pay for this. One of these. So it is worth it. Definitely worth it. And if you decide not to do the pack size, you might get a little bit less essences. So it's kind of a weird trade-off. I did the pack size because I'm also doing, a 20% delirious map, and I was trying to spawn the things inside of the rituals, but out of the 3 maps I did, only 2 breaches or anything came into the rituals. The elder stuff came to the rituals, so that was kind of okay. And then I got more than my maps back. For 3 maps, I end up getting, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 maps back, and a lower tier 1. I keep the lower tier ones as well, because I like to sacrifice them for missions, or for the other Xanon crafting. And then I got that off the boss. So we did get this 87 glorious plate 6 link, and then we get a 86 jeweled foil. So I found those to be pretty good. This came off of Kosas, these were all lucky drops. And then of course we got 1 really lucky drop, which I'm not necessarily including, but you know, I might as well show it to you. It's Abandoned Wealth. It is 1 out of 5 for 3x. Now that's really good, especially if you're just doing casual maps and you got that. But for the sake of bad RNG, we'll say that doesn't exist, and we'll even say the 6-link doesn't exist, and everything else is still more than paying for what we spent on doing this project. Now down here we have our ritual rewards separated. So this is 3 maps worth of rituals. We got 1 divine, 1 scarab, 4 chaos, 6,000 markers, and a ice shot enchanted helm. Obviously this is the best results, but this is only 3 maps, and considering normally you do 3 maps and all you get is some jeweler's orbs or some you know, just some junk. I don't know, I kind of like this, and this is kind of the lower end of the totem pole. And now in my last videos, I ended up getting 2 Exalt shards, and I got some ritual vessels back. This time around, I didn't get any Exalt shards, any Exalts, or any ritual vessels back, so it was kind of a shame, but it's still well worth it. I would still definitely recommend something like this, and even taking and using gilded scarabs, using 20, 40, 60% even if your builds can handle it, and definitely running the pack size scarabs if you want to do delirium in all honesty. But if you don't really care about the pack size for delirium, like you're using crappy delirium orbs, then by all means use these. I used the essence ones, and I felt the essence ones were actually worth something in this league, especially. Again, disclaimer, I'm in standard. This is just me doing my testing with the resources I have, and trying to make it as budgeted as possible for, you know, people like you guys and people like anyone else who is interested in this to try this out. Well, without further ado, I do appreciate you guys joining me. This was a pretty fun experiment, and I don't mind taking it further upon request. But however, unless I get that request, I am probably going to end it here, and that'll be it for the experiment. This was very fun. I'm probably going to look for other forms of farming currency, other forms of making a buck pretty much. And when I decide to get into League and really grind it, then I'll have my method and I'll have my way to do it. So I hope this ends up being informative for you all. Thank you very much. Take it easy, y'all.